Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. Today we're going to talk about domain and range and how you can identify domain and range in real-world situations. One of the things that's confusing about domain and range is you see it so many different ways in math, and each way has a word or a skill that's helpful. For instance, if you're on a graph, the set of all x's. If you're looking at an equation, we call it the input. Sometimes in word problems, we call it the independent variable for the domain, or we call it the dependent variable for the range. But one way to look at domain and range when you're talking about word problems is to think of the outcome and what is causing the outcome. For example, Jesse is parking in a garage for a concert. It costs $6 for the first 2 hours, an additional $3 for each additional hour or fraction of an hour, with a maximum charge of $24 for a day. What is the domain and range of this function? Well, we're actually talking about cost. So we're looking at cost. And is cost the outcome, or is it the cause of the outcome? And to me, the cost is the outcome in this situation. And what's causing the outcome is the number, excuse my bad handwriting, of hours. So outcome is the range. Cause of the outcome is the domain. So we have here the number of hours is the domain, and the cost, or the total cost, would be the range. A domain can be anything from 0 to 24, and then you would use these numbers to find the cost. And I did not do the math, but let's say it's anywhere between 0 and $48 for a 24-hour period. So my domain is from 0 to 24. We're going to call it cost. We're going to call it H for hours. And then the cost is anywhere from 0 to $48. So if you look at it as the outcome being the range and the cause of the outcome being the domain, I think it's easier to see. Let's try it one more time. Peter needs to fill up his truck with gasoline to drive to and from school next week. If gas costs $2.79 per gallon and his truck holds a maximum of 28 gallons, what is the domain and range for this function? Well, again, the outcome is the cost, the total cost. How much money does he have to spend to fill up his truck? That's the outcome. And that is the range. What's causing this is the number of gallons, and that is the domain. If you wanted to stick with the independent and dependent, you would say that the total cost depends on the number of gallons. It tells you right here that there's 28 gallons. If he's completely empty, the domain is going to be between, and the range is going to be between $0 if he doesn't fill up at all. We're going to put C for cost. And then it's going to be 2.79 times 28 gallons, whatever that is. And so again, sometimes it helps to think of the outcome as the range and what's causing the outcome as the domain. Good luck, you guys.